everyone. I am Josie Peters, a graduate student at Illinois State University studying speech-language pathology. For my culminating independent study project, I'm working in collaboration with the Central Citizens Library District to provide your monthly informative video. I've been going through the current research to bring you information on the subject of vocabulary enrichment through literacy, which simply means how reading with your child can support their vocabulary growth. Let's get started. So my goal of this video is to help you as the parents recognize the benefits that shared book reading has on your child's vocabulary, to gain knowledge on what strategies can be used for vocabulary instruction during reading, and hopefully to help you feel comfortable trying these strategies out the next time you read with your child. Shared book reading between parents and children and the conversation that accompanies it can help to facilitate vocabulary growth. While books alone provide the opportunity for language exposure, research shows that it is the interaction between the parent and the child that truly influence language acquisition. We can think of this interaction like a triangle. All 3 points are required to create a successful reading opportunity: you, your child, and the book. So research has shown that there are a plethora of benefits that can come from the interaction between parents and their children during shared reading. Some of the many benefits include language and vocabulary growth, increased knowledge of print concepts, and increased phonological awareness. All of these things help children to become better prepared for school. Language is the set of rules we follow to communicate with others, and vocabulary belongs within the realm of language because it is the what we are communicating. Print concepts are the skills needed for reading from a book. So this may be which way to turn pages, reading left to right, and down the page. Another great benefit of shared book reading is building skills for phonological awareness. Phonological awareness is the term for being able to identify, think about, and manipulate the sounds in words. So while there are many benefits that come from shared book reading, the main one that we are going to focus on today is vocabulary. So you may wonder why you should be placing an emphasis on vocabulary while reading to your child. Well, reading provides exposure to vocabulary that most kids don't get to experience or hear in typical conversation on a day-to-day basis. Think about the variety of subjects of books that you've read with your child. On a normal day, how frequently would you be talking about the rainforest animals, construction site equipment, or the other endless things that kids express curiosity in? Children learn those words from books. In fact, one study showed that children whose parents go beyond just reading from the text of books, but rather have a whole conversation around the book, score higher on vocabulary tests. Don't worry though, there are some strategies that you can use to target vocabulary, and that is what we will be discussing next. Parents may find the thought of teaching their child vocabulary through reading to be a daunting task, but there are simple strategies that researchers have found to be beneficial. Some of these you may already be doing naturally when you read with your child. The first strategy is to reread books. You don't have to choose a completely new book every time you read with your child. In fact, by reading the same books again, children have a better chance at learning the vocabulary that is used within the book because of the repeated exposure to the words. For the next strategies, we are going to use the word screwdriver through some examples. For the strategy of define, you are giving or clearly stating to your child what the word means. This may sound like a screwdriver is a tool that you use to twist out metal pieces. Providing a simple definition gives the baseline of what the word means to your child. You might even gesture how to use a screwdriver, giving your child a visual context for the vocabulary word. The strategy of modeling is when you use the word in conversation with an appropriate context. An example of this may be, He handed his dad the screwdriver to open the box. Using the illustrations of the book may be helpful when you try to come up with ways to use the targeted word. The fourth strategy is to ask your child some questions while you are reading together. By asking questions, you are checking in with your child to see their understanding of the word and to reinforce what they have learned. Try to avoid asking questions where the only answer your child can give is yes or no. Instead, completion and WH questions are great tools. Completion questions are similar to fill in the blank. For example, the tool he needed was and you trail off with your voice. Allow your child to fill in the blank with the targeted word, screwdriver. The WH questions begin with who, what, when, where, why, and how. This may sound like, where's the screwdriver? Or how is he going to put that together? Both questions require your child to think about or use the targeted word while also thinking about the context of the story. So since the strategies may seem like a lot to do all at once, we are going to watch a video example of what some of the strategies may look like during shared book reading. The man in the video I'm about to play shows how the adult can use what is going on in the book to ask questions and engage with the child.
Let's see. Did you get a good one? Wow, this is a touch and feel book about pets. What type of pet is this? Ooh, how does he feel? You want to tickle him? That's a dog. What type of sound do dogs make? Ruff, 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 ruff. So now, let's meet some of these friendly dogs. Do you want to feel this dog? He feels soft and furry. What do you think? You want to hug him? Yeah, he's soft and cuddly.
Ball.
That's right. There's a ball, here's a dog, a second dog, and a third dog that's really fluffy. Fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. Okay, now let's turn to the next page and see what we have. Wow.
That's my lollipop.
These are 2 balls of yarn.
Mine.
What color are these balls of yarn?
That's my lollipop.
This is a yellow ball of yarn, and
That's my ball.
yeah. What type of animal do we have on this page?
Don't make my Gimme.
Yeah, we can play with them after the cat has finished playing with them. Do you want to feel the cat's ears? They're soft and velvety. Yeah. What type of sounds do cats make? Meow.
Meow,
Meow.
meow,
Meow. What are these 2 things on the cat's face right here? What do we call those?
meow, meow,
Hmm?
meow.
This is the cat's what?
Meow.
The cat's eyes. Whoa, what do we have here? You gonna switch the page? Okay, now let's...
So as you just saw, the man asked his child a lot of questions based on what was going on in the book, and he kept a fun tone and made it enjoyable for his child. So now that we've had a video example, I'd like to take a moment now for you to reflect and ask yourself these questions. This is your opportunity to go back and rewatch parts of the video to catch anything you may have missed. Pause the video for as long as you need to answer these questions before resuming. Here, I list the credit due to my references that I used for research. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about vocabulary enrichment through literacy. Enjoy reading with your children. Thank you.